Hello aspirant, I am Inkar from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 24th January current affairs. The topic taken from the Delhi editorial. The topic is Grey Birthday for the Election Commission of India. This topic comes under our GS2 appointment of our various constitutional post powers, function, responsibility of various constitutional bodies. This topic we can going to discuss about the Election Commission of India. What is Election Commission of India? What are the related constitutional provisions? And what are the articles related to the election? And what are the structure of the commission? And what is the procedure for the removal of this chairman and all? And what are the key function of the Election Commission of India? And what is the importance of the Election Commission of India? And what about the Election Commission recommendation on electoral reform? These are the main critical issues we are going to discuss today. First of all, why it is in the news. The sanctity of the electoral rolls, the foundation of electoral democracy. The Election Commission of India is nothing to celebrate on the anniversary of the founding day. The executive government is instructing or managing things in such a manner that those people would not belong to them either radically, culturally, or linguistically, or being excluded from being brought on the electoral rolls. And electoral rolls are a most fundamental thing in a democracy. So independence of election and avoidance of any interference by the executive should be regarded as a fundamental right, said by Mr. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in June 1949. The Constituent Assembly that introducing the constitutional provision is set up a Election Commission of India that all India founding leaders agreed to unanimously tomorrow, that January 25th is the 75th anniversary of the birth of our Election Commission of India, is celebrated a National Voters Day. Sadly, the India founding leaders will feel let down by ECA not deemed it to be a happy 75th birthday. Dr. Ambedkar was prescribed in his warnings and electoral manipulation by the executive, while he was more about that is a warning about electoral role. We must know what is Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India is an autonomous constitutional authority responsible for administrating unions and state election process in India, and also the body that is administrated to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and state legislative elections in India, and the office of the president and vice president in the country. So these are the main duty of the Election Commission of India. And we have related constitutional provision, that is a part 15 of the Indian Constitution deal with the election and establishes the commission for these matters. The Election Commission was established in accordance with the Constitution on 25th January 1950, and Article 324 and Article 329 of the Indian Constitution deal with the powers, function, tenure, eligibility, etc. The commission and the member. First of all, Article 324, which is related to Superintendent's direction and control of the election to the Western Election Commission. 325, no person to be eligible for inclusion in or claim to be included in a special electoral roll on grounds of race, religion, caste and sex. And also 325, which is defined, 326, which is defined that election to the House of the People to be legislative assemblies of state on the basis of the adult suffrage. And also Article 327, which gives the power of Parliament to make provision on the legislature of the election. And also Article 328, which is give the power to the legislature, a state, to make provision in respect to election in to the such legislature. Article 329 bar to interference by court in electoral reforms. These are the main important constitutional provision which is given by the Indian Constitution. The structure, what is the structure of the Indian Election Commission? First of all, there is originally the commission had only one election commissioner, but after the Election Commission Amendment Act 1989, it has been multi-member body. The commissioner consists of one chief election commissioner and two election commissioners. Recently, the President of India is also appointed Rajiv Kumar as the chief election commissioner, and also there is a secretary of the commission is located in the New Delhi. So these are the main important person in the election commission. And what are the procedure of removal? The chief election commissioner can be removed from office only through a process of removal similar to that of Supreme Court of judge by the parliament, and judges of this high court and Supreme Court and chief election commissioner, comptroller and auditor general may be removed from office through a motion adopted by the parliament on the ground of proved misbehavior and incapacity. The removal requires a special majority of 2/3 member present and voting supported by more than a 50 of the total strength of the house. The constitution does not use the word impeachment for the removal of the judges, CAG and CEC. The term impeachment only used for President of India, which requires the special majority, that is 2/3 majority members of the total strength of the both house. So that's why it's called as a impeachment. So president impeachment only is called as a impeachment. Others removal is only called as a removal of office. And also we have the key function, that is the Election Commission of India, that is direct and control the entire process of the conducting election to the parliament and legislature of every state, and to office of the president, vice president also conducted by the ECI. The most important function of the election commission is the decide to election schedule for the conduct and periodic and timely election, and also it prepare the electoral rolls, election photo identity, everything. It does not it decided on the location, polling station, assignment of the voters to the polling station, location of the counting centers, arrangement is made on polling stations and counting centers, and also it will allied with all the matters. In grants recognition to political parties to allot election symbols, and it along with the setting of dispute redressal mechanism, and it issues a model code of conduct and election for political parties and candidates so that no one indulge unfair practices of the arbitrary abuse of the power. And also, what are the importance of the ECI? First of all, ECI has been successfully conducted national as well as state elections since 1952. In recent year, however, the commission has started to play a more active role in ensure the greater participation, and also it uphold the values of the constitution. It conduct the election with the highest standard of credibility, and also it ensure the participation of all eligible citizens in the electoral process, and also it engage the political party and all the stakeholders in the interest of the electoral process, and it creates a awareness about the electoral process, electoral governance among the stakeholders, namely voters, political parties, and also the electoral functionaries, that is a candidate and people at large. It enhances strength and confidence trust in the electoral system of our country. The ECI also recommend the cut-off dates in year of the role of the voter. So these are the major functions done by the Election Commission of India. Thank you so much.